tell me exactly where you're feeling the pain?
Mostly like right here, down my neck a little bit. Right here in my back.
Okay.
And a little bit like down at the bottom.
Okay. And you feel it right, well, you feel it all the time? Or
Yeah, pretty much all the time.
is it worse in certain parts of the day, or?
Not really. It's mostly just like constant throughout the day. Maybe like in the morning when like I first wake up, I have to like stretch myself out. But like other than that, that's pretty much it.
How long have you actually been feeling the pain?
Probably like since like 7th grade, 6th grade. Like when I was like...
6th grade, so that's like 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
You probably were the only person that was 11 years old that was feeling pain through your whole back.
Probably.
I'm sure. Where did it start?
Probably like my neck.
It was your neck pain that first
Probably
started?
my neck that probably first started.
Got it.
Yeah, if I move my head like side to side, like I feel like the strain in my neck. And just like, I don't know, like doing this causes like more pain, so like I've been trying to like force myself to like sit up straight.
Doing what? Like just slouching?
Just like slouching or like leaning back.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did the development go? Because I know with a spine like this, there are stages missed, but I'm
Well,
wondering
he
exactly what
did
happened.
everything early because he was bigger
Okay.
and stronger, and he came late. So we were like, "What? He can't be, sitting up." And everything was like months earlier than we thought it would be. And so, like I said, pretty much he just walked. He maybe crawled for like 2 weeks, if that.
So crawling is actually really important to you because it actually develops the neck curve, which you don't have. But also, it starts developing other like core strength too, which basically with the spine like this, you don't really have that too, right? So you don't have like any curve in any part of your spine, maybe just a little bit at the top. Basically, when you sit down, like you get even more shallow of a curve here, and then so it accentuates your head forward posture. It's all flat through here, right? It's actually more so. So this is where we call it a poker spine over here. Because it's even more shallow, it pops everything out over here. That's why, over here it actually accentuates his forward head posture. But if I pretended like this was a chair back, right? So let's just get that here, right? And you just sat like that. Do you see how much difference that makes up there? Not just down here, but up here.
Right.
So you definitely have something up here. So over here, what I'm feeling for is the SI joint. Okay, so up here, not too tender, right? But as we get further down here, that's when it's a little more tender, like through here. It gets worse as you get further down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel a swelling here. So if we look, it's pretty tight into here. But when we go here, it starts doing that like bubble effect over here. So this joint is sprained that way. It's tender here. Okay. Okay, but less so further down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the opposite. Okay. Just relax here just a little bit more, and I'm going to give this a push, okay?
You okay, Kellen?
How's that?
That was fine.
Okay, good.
I actually feel a lot better. It's weird.
Do you?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
That was like 2 seconds.
I know. Kind of like my neck. I don't know. If that makes sense, like moving it, I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels less stressed.
So, chin up just a little bit. Good. Okay. Not too bad, right? Okay. Okay, so it's just going to get pushed down, okay? Good. I felt a little bit more that I could go, so I'm going to do a little bit more, okay? Good. Perfect. Okay, come on up.
Will he be a little sore tomorrow or later
You
tonight?
definitely could be a little sore,
Okay.
but I don't imagine it being too much because you're relatively younger, so yeah. Might be a little harder for you to see, like the pelvis, so it's changed. But I don't know if you can tell, like the winging is less into there because it's actually what happened was when we adjust that one, it actually lets this curve come, which actually lets this curve come, and then that curve come. That's good.
That's definitely different.
Yeah. Yeah. So you feel like you're sitting naturally, right? Just like you were before? Yeah, but we don't actually see it like poking out as much into
Right.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we see the less squeaking anterior, because that's actually indenting more,
Right.
and then that's coming out more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep working on that, and then that combined with the rehab I'm gonna have you do and all that, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah, this is good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.